What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mo Tech Sales YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to be giving my honest experience being a remote tech sales representative. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got into it, how long did it take me to become a remote tech sales representative. I'm also going to be talking about what my daily activities are, um, what are the job perks, what do I get from working at the company that I work for, which is WP Engines. That's the company that I work for. And also, what are some of the pros and cons about being a tech sales representative? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first question is, how long did it take me to get into tech sales, and how did I find out about tech sales? So I found out about tech sales from my prior job experience. I sold cars over the summertime. And so I sold a car to a guy that was in tech sales. So he worked for a internet company, and he worked from home, and he was just telling me about how he got base pay on top of commission pay and what his on target earnings was. And I'm sitting here like, wow, I'm working at a dealership, praying that people come in so that I'm able to get a commission. Because if you ever sold cars before, you know that's 100% commission. And actually, a lot of sales jobs are 100% commission. So it was a huge eye opener to me, because I had never heard that you can have a sales job and be getting paid base plus commission. And so, me being curious and intrigued, I began to ask him questions just about how he did it, how he got into it, where he found that job, what are the perks, and he broke it down to me very nicely. And that's what convinced me to take a step back. That's what convinced me to take a step back from selling cars to getting into tech sales. And I was able to successfully do that. It took me roughly 2 months. So I stopped working for the dealership, and September 1st, that's when I started taking course careers. And it took me about a month to get done with that course. Now, if you don't know what course careers is, I talk about it in this channel. You can click the link down below. Course careers is pretty much an all-in-one training course that teaches you about tech sales, all the technology that you need to know. It teaches you about the basic sales, the sales process, the sales cadence, how to prospect, and most importantly, it teaches you how to actually properly apply for a job and how to crush your interview and really stand out. So I 100% give my credit to Course Careers. I took the course, and it honestly changed my life, and it got me to work for a company as big as WP Engine. So very happy that I was able to complete the course and follow the necessary steps to successfully get into tech sales. All right, so that's how long it took me. It took me a month to get done with the course. It took me a month right after that to actually land a job. So I would highly recommend taking that course. The link is down below. Through my affiliate link, you're able to actually save $50, which is huge in today's economy. So once you sign up for that, make sure you reach out to me via LinkedIn, and I will be more than glad to help you out and help you with a course if you're struggling, anything like that. Also, you can schedule a meeting on my calendar on calendarly below. Okay. Now, if y'all see me looking up, it's because I'm reading the questions and my notes that I jotted down. Okay, so how long have I been working in sales? So overall, I've been working in sales for 3 years, but I've been working in tech sales for 3 months. So you may be wondering, okay, if you already have experience in sales, then why did you take course careers? I took course careers because I didn't have any experience in tech sales. A lot of people think that sales and tech sales are the same, and they're not. They're not. Sales is, yeah, you do have to know about product knowledge and things like that, but tech sales is more of a long process, right? So, for example, whenever I was doing door to door, my goal was to get that sale right then and there, like quickness, get it and go. With tech sales, it's more thought out because 9 times out of 10, the prospects are spending way more money over time, right? And so it takes a lot of relationship nurturing, a lot of following up, and it takes the account executive actually having knowledge about the product or service or software that they are talking about. So it's a way longer process. It's a whole nother ball game. So it takes a level of people skills and a level of technical skills in order to get that job done. And so that's why I took course careers, because I didn't know what I didn't know. And I'm glad I took that. But to answer your question, it took me 3 years overall. I mean, I've had 3 years of experience overall, but 3 months of experience in tech sales. All right, so the next question that I have is remote sales a good career? In my opinion, it is. So it's a great career choice because number one, you get a lot of transferable skills. So transferable skills are skills that you can take into your next job role. So if you are able to get into tech sales and you realize, oh my God, I don't like tech sales, and you want to get out, most of the time, the company that you are working for, they have other positions for different departments, right? So, for example, my mentor in the company that I work for, he started out as a tech sales representative, and then he moved into digital marketing, and now he's in finance. So that just goes to show you you can move around. However, he's still in tech, right? So for that, transferable skills is skills like communication, relationship nurturing, being able to negotiate with people, being able to persuade people, being able to solve people's problems. So all that are good skill sets to have. And then another reason why I say a remote sales job is a good career, because you get base pay plus commission. I talked about that earlier. Whenever I sold the car to that guy, he said you get base pay plus commission. So I'm like, that's that's great. It's more stable. So that's awesome. And then you get career advancements because tech sales is still so new. There's a high demand with limited supply. So you got your demand right here, and the supply, there's not enough people. Why? Number one, a lot of people don't know about tech sales. Number two, a lot of people don't know how to successfully get into tech sales. And then number three, if you have a degree in business, like for example, you look at my LinkedIn, I have a whole entire master's in business. Nowhere in that master's was I taught about tech sales because it's still very, very new. So the employers are not able to find enough qualified people to fill out those job openings. So that's where you will come in. You get certified through Course Career, you get your resume up, you get to networking, you get to start going to these interviews, but most importantly, you get to do mock interviews to actually get you prepared for the interview and crush it. So all that is taught in Course Careers. And you get into your tech job and you're able to put your head down, go to work, and get promoted within a year or a year and a half to a closing role. All right. And also, I will talk about this later on in the video. It's low barrier entry. Like, you can get into it pretty easily if you take those necessary steps and you do what you need to do. Next question that I have is, what are my daily activities? My daily activities as a sales development representative is to take care of inbound leads. So I'm responsible for qualifying inbound. I'm responsible for qualifying inbound leads and prospects. So my job is to simply take those inbound leads, make sure that they qualify for a meeting with the account executive so the account executive can close that prospect and make and turn them into a client. So I'm able to do this. I'm on the inbound, which means that I'm handling chats, I'm answering chats, I'm answering phone calls and contact forms along with Zendesk tickets in order to get them connected with a platform specialist or an account executive representative. So essentially, I'm the middle woman. I'm in between the leads and the account executive. So my job is to research, like let's say if I get a chat that comes in, hey, I want some hosting for my WordPress site. So I'm making sure that their website is built from WordPress and that they qualify to have a meeting with an account executive that will get them connected and get them the right plan that they need for their website. That's it. Now, of course, the whole entire goal is for me to move up into an account executive. It's not for me to stay there as sales development representative. So I'm looking to get promoted within the next 9 months to a year to an account executive to where I'm closing for for these big deals and getting more money. That's a pay jump. So all right, what are the perks of my job? Number one, a big perk for me was flexible work schedule. Now we do have different shifts for the company that I work with. And like for example, this week I'm working from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'm in early, I'm off early. Okay? So we have different types of work schedules that we are able to choose from. The second perk for me was essentially working from home. They sent me my own laptop that I'm using. They sent me a $500 stipend to get extra things. Like I have this standing desk. I have my office chair along with my walking treadmill. So I've heard some companies give their employees $1,500 stipends. It just depends on where you're at in the world too. Not only that, I get $100 monthly allowance for my Thrive Pass. So what that is the company pays me $100 a month for allowance and to spend it on things like mental health, fitness. So I can use that to cover my fitness membership per month. So all I would do is, yeah, I pay for the membership. Once I pay for it, I take a screenshot of my receipt and send it to ThrivePass and they reimburse me for it. So essentially they just want to make sure that I'm spending the money on, stuff that actually helps me out. Like I can use it to spend groceries. As long as I don't spend it on any firearms, drugs, or alcohol, we're good. Okay? So, and then also that I get paid time off, PTO, which is huge, especially in a sales position. Come on. Whenever I was doing door to door, if I didn't show up, I didn't make no money. Whenever I sold cars, there was no paid time off. If I was gone for a week, my check is going to be looking very, very light when I get back. So, but with here, if I'm gone for a week, I still get paid. As long as I still get paid, I just need to make sure that I'm hitting my quota so I can get that commission pay too. All right, going into the pros and cons. Now, I've made a video talking about the pros and cons of tech sales, but for this video, I'm just going to tell it to y'all. Starting with the pros, you do get a high earning potential. So, a lot of people don't think about long term, right? So when you start out as a sales development representative or a business development representative, you do get a nice size salary just for starting out and taking appointments and just setting up appointments. Like, for example, the company that I work for, my on target earnings is about 60K to 75K. And that's starting out. So, but not only that, when I get promoted to an account executive, it's going to be 100K at least for on target earnings. And it just goes up from there, guys. And the second pro is fast paced and exciting work environment. Now, this is something that drew me to sales is fast paced because I'm always go, 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 go. I'm always wanting to learn new things to incorporate in my sales to put into my sales tool. But having fast paced and exciting work environment, I enjoy friendly competition as well as little bonuses throughout the month that motivate me to want to work harder. Like, for example, last month we had this spiff prize where my manager was handing out $100 Amazon gift cards, $100 prepaid Visa cards, $50 sent to your account for overperforming. So I was able to get some money last month just from doing my job and doing it well. So that's something that I really, really enjoy. And the second pro is opportunity for growth and career advancement, which I talked about earlier. We have a high demand, low supply. So they want to even that out, you know? So they're looking to have sales development representatives get promoted to account executives to make the company more money. There's a low barrier of entry because not enough people know about it, and they're not teaching it in school. So if you really want to stand out and make employers more attracted to you, go ahead and get a certification in tech sales using Course Career. All right, there's a high demand for tech sales skills. I already said that. Transferable skills, I already talked about that. And most of the tech jobs are remote. So that's awesome. You get to work from home in your pajamas or in a sweatshirt and a hat. So now moving on to the cons that nobody likes to talk about. One con is unpredictable income. So yes, even though you're still getting your base pay, you have to make sure that you're still performing in order to get your commission pay. All right. You can be fired for missing quota. So there are companies out there that do not play about quota. And if you're not hitting quota, they will fire you. So make sure that you're staying on top of that quota. Sales representatives often face rude or abusive prospects. This is so true. So if you don't have tough skin and you want to get in tech sales, you need to develop tough skin. I developed my tough skin the hard way, and I was going door to door, getting yelled at and cursed at, and also selling cars. So I already have skin in the game. I already have pretty thick skin, but if you're new to sales, you will endure some rude customers that you're just like, damn, who pissed in your Cheerios this morning? The last con is it requires high technical skills. So if you don't have technical skills or sales skills, make sure you take Course Careers. I am going to say that all the time because that's what helped me get into tech sales. They didn't care about my degree. They really didn't care about my sales skills. They wanted to hear that I knew what I was talking about with cold call. They wanted to hear my cold call script. They wanted to hear my cold email cadence and how I would do that. That's what they care about, guys. So make sure that you come prepared to those interviews if you want to land a tech sales job. So hope this video was helpful. If you want to go ahead and check out Course Careers, the link is in the description down below. Let me know when you sign up. I will be more than happy to help you if you need help. And I'll be that person, that coach to message you like, hey, how's the course going along? Hey, When are you going to start applying for jobs? You know, just up your ass to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. So we can just say, I can be your accountability coach. So with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you found this content useful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later. Peace.